Welcome. Welcome to Touching the Edge. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being part of this relationship to finding our power and recognizing that our power is in what we do rather than being caught up in what's happening. Not that we disengage from what's happening, not that we are not aware of it, but we realize that if we're going to make a difference, it's going to be about our powerful action in the world and not being subdued by what other people are doing. And so we can do that by taking small intentional actions throughout the day, recognizing that when we realize that we're feeling stressed, that we're actually more stressed than we realize. And so we want to begin to do some small elements all throughout the day. It's like seasoning food. Small practices throughout the day. We talk about that regularly. We talk about writing a list of 10 state changers, 10 different things you can do to calm your nervous system or shift you from looking at what you're afraid of to looking at where you actually want to go. And so let's do one of those today. Let's go ahead and just rub those hands, shake it loose, clap a little bit, give yourself a little bit of applause. It also creates energy. I'm going to ask you to sit back in your chair, bring those forearms parallel to the ground, palms up, bring the chest up high, press the elbows into the back of the chair. When that chest comes up, feel that shift in the rib cage. Let's do it again. When we're doing this, we're opening the rib cage. We're allowing that rib cage to become fluid. We're stepping to resilience. We're going to do it one more time. Chest is up, press the elbows in the back of the chair. Let it go. Now I'm going to ask you to take a nice breath in, big yawn. And then make a sound. Slowly breathing down. Sit back. Allow yourself to let life come to you. Slowly breathing down. Drop your awareness in your lower abdomen. Notice subtlety. And right in the center of the chest, experience that phrase, I am. Breathing slowly and easily. Breathing slowly and easily. Now I'm going to ask you just to access your memory and imagination. See if you can remember a tree at any time in your life, a great tree. Slowly breathing down. Maybe it was a tree from childhood. Maybe it was in your backyard or in the park you used to go to. Maybe it's in your backyard right now. I'm asking you to remember a tree. Slowly breathing down. And bring that image into the tree right into the center of the chest. Just imagine that tree right from the center of the chest. Let's take a breath in. Side out. And just feel it. Eyes opening. What we just did there was the de-escalation template. We slowed the breathing down, we dropped awareness in our lower abdomen, we noticed subtlety, and we brought attention right to the center of the chest and used that phrase, I am, to direct that attention through that center of the chest. And then we imagined a tree. Were you able to imagine a tree? I have two great trees that come to me in my life. One that was a tree from my childhood has been long since cut down, but it still lives within me. And there's another tree that I see regularly now that is my current tree that I love the most. How about you? Were you able to remember a tree? I want to suggest to you that tree is still within you. It's your own personal tree of life. Recognize that when you are in contact with that, you are in contact with a place of safety and a place that's deeply, deeply rooted. When you do that, you actually set yourself up to be able to focus on what you're doing rather than being just struck by what's happening. So find your roots. Find the great tree that you love. I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to ask you to listen carefully. So here we go. The tree of life, your own personal tree of life, is that part of you that is going to continue to grow throughout this whole process, all the way through the very end of it. When you step into that relationship to your own tree of life, you step into resilience and you step into joy. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you again soon, and we'll be back in contact with our own tree of life that actually blends together. Take care. Have a great day.